When I got back, it had crashed and it is still loading up, or do you mean stream stuff? Ooh, that's not good. Okay, cool. I just was checking my phone. And it loaded there, but you already said on I'm back, so you didn't need to know that. So stream, I assume, crashed while I was asking a question. Have you ever looked at or played World of Warships before? Iron Machete. What's the difference? Anything else worth doing? Damage trap, iron spikes, mob masher. Advanced modular mob grinder can be enhanced with mob masher upgrades. Mobs mashed do count as player kills. Fancy. Yeah. Doesn't really appeal to you too much, I assume, then, if you have freebies but haven't gone in to a free play game. Okay, so we got that. I need the enders turned into hoils with the pancast, like so. And then I need to go fetch. Take off these boots. Before I hop in there, let's grab a preemptive bucket. That's fair. Is that a rat? Oh, it's a parrot. Yo, guys. There you are. this really loud? I can turn this down. What the hell? Come on. But then how will I know that they're there? Now they're gonna be so stealthy. It's like they're not even here anymore. God damn it. You guys get in this perfect position where I can't hit you. I only got 2 so far? And I need, let's see, so I have 4, so I need 8, so I've got 3. Of 8. Yeah, so I'm a little more concerned about monsters sneaking up on me than you are, I suppose. But no one's sneaking up on me right now, so we'll do that. There we go. 5. I have clear line of sight. Like, come on, game. Oh, I saw you. Alright, 7. Come on. Come on. That's all I need. Okay. Did I overshoot my number? I did. Whatever. Okay, so that's enough to open the gate. I've got fresh mantle, so won't be breaking and sending me my death. Fingers crossed. Shield's doing alright, that should be fine. Can I smelt these? What about these? No. Alright. Oh wait, how many is... I guess we'll find out. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind, they can only be done when it's full health, I assume. And, stash these, why not? Some ice. Gunpowder, what was it that I had, There's something I was thinking about gunpowder for recently. Or had looked at. Might have been the Starlight Infusion. Not important. Okay, so more wood bowls. I've got plenty of food stacked up on the steel leaf. These are just garbage. We got some monster drops to go back in the monster drop chest. I guess we'll put the pearls in there. Water bucket just in case. I mean, it could be like something sets me on fire. Pumpkin, right? That's melons. Alright, so the question is... Never mind. Alright. Good. Leave that there. We'll toss that in there. Okay, so, but what I should do is replace these boots. Oh, bow. That's right, bow. Okay. Whew. I mean, I probably could have just done it with flying around in my sword, but, why if you have a bow? Armory. Okay, so... Incorrect. Alright, so if we're making a bow... so we got a draw speed 1.6, range 2... draw speed 7.18, bonus damage 4, and that does come with synergy. Do like delicious synergy. Alright, so then I am familiar enough with Vanilla Dragon that I think I'll be alright, but also it's blind, so we'll see. I'm not gonna go look up anything. If you have anything specific you want to mention, I suppose I wouldn't turn it down, but I'm not looking for it, if that makes sense. 1.9, 4, -1, bonus damage 2 on fiery, but I don't have fiery stuff. Those are all negatives. Iron has a bunch of bonus damage, wow. Was I'm Cobalt's 3, Ardite's 1. Why is... Holy shit, why is iron like the best bow material? Never mind, they're steel. Yes, no, I have never been to the end before. This will be the first time. Bronze... Lead gives the poisonous and heavy. Stiff. Blocking reduces damage, so that doesn't really... It's got good stats, but the effect is crap. And I don't have any of these. Well, I have treated wood, but meh. Can't do any of these yet. So, okay, then the next piece, so a bow is what? It's 2 bow pieces. Long bow. Yeah, 2 bow nubs, arms, I don't know, whatever I want to call them. And then a string. So then I'm thinking 1 steel leaf, because it'll also get the Twillet damage bonus, even though it's not a huge damage bonus on its own. Also has a pretty decent range multiplier. And then steel. Stiff does me no good, but I can like maybe emboss it later. I forget how exactly that works. But it's really nice stats. Hard to say no to those. Then all the strings are exactly the same, so meh. Wait, if I make a steel leaf bow arm and a steel leaf arrow shaft, is this going to regenerate ammo? Because the ammo on Tinker's arrows is durability, right? Curious. Yeah, wood, bone, blaze rod. Just move slower, but don't mind gravity as much. Interesting. Reeds, ice, and rod. I don't have that yet. Treated wood, ecological. And the fletching, so it can also make steely fletching. Okay. Modifier 0.8, accuracy 100%. Tinker's is durability. So yeah, then the synergy bonus would mean that your bow doesn't break and your arrows don't run out. Right? Yeah, because you got the modifiers. Okay. You get the Twillet bonus. The rest of these... Leaf. So yeah, like a Twillet or a steel leaf shaft, a steel leaf fletching, a Tinker's is 1 arrow, but it has a durability consideration. So like the Naga scale has a bonus ammo of 20, so it contributes to how many shots you can get out of that 1 arrow, and it depletes the durability instead of depleting a count. So it's only 1 arrow, but it has 20 shots. Plus, if there's any other modifiers on like the bow or whatever. But I think that means if I make it out of synergy, then... I mean, I can just make... I have spare steel leaf. I might as well just trust it. I don't know why. Okay, so then... what we're doing is... first off, an arrow shaft out of steel leaf, and a fletching out of steel leaf, and then so I'm making a steel and steel leaf arms. How many for wide guard? Bow limb 3. Oh, I ran out of steel. Or do I have more over here? Tin, nickel, constantin, electrum, platinum, ornate, cobalt, gold, iron. That's aluminum. Okay. Oop. Okay, so I need 2 more. But in the meantime, so 3 steel leaf. No to that. Okay. So those will go become 1 of the bow arms. Like so. Uh-oh. Does this have to do by hand? Bow limb, steel leaf. Okay, I do that by hand. I keep doing that. Alright, so what can I do with molten steel leaf then? Oops. Oh, if I put it back into ingots, I'll get leaves back. Cool. 3. There we go. Okay, and then, so the strings didn't matter. It's all the exact same darn thing. Right, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So I don't know how much material I need for that. I do. Okay. It is 1 to 1, which not terribly surprising. Okay. Then okay, so I've got 1 arm string, the second arm will be out of steel. I've got the shaft, the fletching, and you decide the arrow head. Alright, so I think milling, right? Arrowhead has material cost of 2, so that's 2. Oh my god. And 2. Not the bowl. I yell at the forge as though it's the forge's fault. Are you? What are we paying? Is it it's my my trash taste in music, or did I do something stupid? I suppose I could make the bow and get the replacements. Longbow, boop, boop, boop. Wait, large plate? Did I just completely overlook that? Oh, I was looking at the short bow entry. Okay. Alright. Slow but hits hard. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not hip enough. Not cool enough. Alright, so then we have an extra to put in the mix that I wasn't expecting. And I know what I would prefer to make that out of, if possible. Is that going to work on the... Wait, modifiers... Strip it onto arrows. So fins, projectiles ignore water. So probably not gonna do anything if I use it on the Prismarine on the bow. BTTV wants to show up in your OBS. Alright, configs. Advanced. Recording, stream delay, reconnect, network, notifications? No. General. No. Stream? No. That's the output. Overlay. Appearance? No. Oh, it's on the chat, isn't it? Chat settings. Mod icons, timestamp, delete messages, modes only, followers only, slow. Blacklist keywords, font. Better TTV settings. Oh, this window is not fit very well. Scooch. Scooch. Alright, chat. Join chat channels without appearing. Theater mode. BTTV emotes on. GIF emotes on. Play pause stream. Tooltip theme. Okay. Is that... There you go. Is there a submit button? I don't see a submit button. Oh god, what have I done? Let's move this to a bigger window. Okay, so just... Alright. GIF emotes on, play pause, tooltip, dark theme, default live channels, host mode, localized names, blah 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 blah. Emote menu, franker face, hide bits, channel points, chat clips, header, friends, greeting, promotions, channels, friends. Oh my god, there's so many. Hide extensions, whispers, button, host button, left side. Highlighted messages. Okay, I think that's everything. Close. Alright, try again. Whoa, not that. Oh shit, how long have I been muted? Is that since I got back? Or did I goof something up when I was trying to figure out the whole emote thing? Okay, so I can put beheading on an arrow, that's kind of cool. I'm just not sure what I do with monster heads still, honestly speaking, though. So, like, you can have a creeper head, and you can make a tombstone, a player trap, you can make a player head. You can make a ton of energy out of it, apparently. Or protein. No, I was going through all these emotes with you and telling you whether or not I saw them and everything. We're professionals. Yeah, Wither. Is there any reason for the other one? I suppose you could put on like a head to reduce your visibility range, but I don't think that's... I don't think Thaumcraft's in here though, but that's good to know. So there's Smite, could Bane on it, or Fiery. Oh, I could put Necrotic on an arrow? Knockback. Height and width aren't going to do anything. Don't need mending. Blasting's hammer only, glowing, I've got the pick. Shulker, I don't have that yet. I have webbed arrows, that's kind of nice. So, I'm most tempted by Necrotic, off of the top of my head. Also, very few of these apply to the bow, only the arrow. Haste and luck do... Haste applies to the bow, luck applies to the arrow. Interesting. Well, let's put Necrotic on because Lifesteal is my jam. But then we'll call that sufficient for now, and hopefully we don't die. Okay, so arrow with a bone, makes it necrotic. Alright, then this can go, oops, back in there. Oh, boots. Shit. Yeah, I should. We probably have enough at this point. Yeah, 47. All right. Okay, so it was boots, core, a lead trim, and then what was it? Steel plates, I think, as well. Or no, I changed the plates over to Manilan. So, all right. Plates. All right. So. 3 and 3 for the plate, and then we'll need those for steel. Oh, I should find out what. 5 total. 3, 4, 5. Alright, so that should give the... Wait, no. Hang on. Shit. Because I had the lead trim. because that had the knockback resistance. So steel core, lead trim, manilin plate. Alright, manilin plate, steel core. Shit! I'm so good at this game. Where did my cast go? What the hell? Are you in the hopper? You're in the oh, it's full. That makes sense. Give me these back. Alright, so it was steel core. Alright, how much did I hijack? This is at 2, I need one more. Alright, more of each of those. Then I got one steel ingot to make. Like that. Also, hi Ace, if you're still around. Okay, so then a trim is one lead. One lead. That can only mean good things, right? Alright. Manilin. Then lead. Alright, steel boots. 2, 5, 3, and 35. 2, 5, 3, and 35. Okay, so heavy, steady, prideful, heavy shielding. Steady, prideful, heavy shielding. So we're just losing the reinforced. And the parasitic. Reinforced. Yeah. But parasitic, thank God that that's gone. It served its purpose, but is no longer relevant. And I don't think that's a charge creeper. I'm pretty sure that was just standard fare Elder God lightning. Alright, so water bucket. So question, if I don't have the arrow in my hot bar, does it still regenerate because the steel leaf is? That looks like a no. Put that there, and it goes. Okay. Alright, so I need that out there too. End stone, is this considered a stone? I don't think I even need to have a shovel on my bar, nor the axe after I finish this next task. We'll want the pumpkin. We already made sure that that's carved. Put the steel back. We've got food. I'm gonna go get some, top off my fruit. Yep. Okay, so that should be good. Oh, and get a couple more steel leaf, because I am no longer at 64. There we go. Alright, so steel goes back where... Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because it's not raining. Okay, so that goes back where it belongs. That there. We can come over here and do a quick deposit of some stuff. And drop off some other miscellaneous. Ironwood goes in its little cubby. So the Eye of Enders are going to get used. The dirt is garbage. I've got plenty of saplings placed. That was... I need to not have that in my hand when I'm doing this. That was a really bad idea. Okay. Steel leaf. We top off the steel leaf count. And then I think we're good. Boop. Here we go. I don't need to lose my other life charm. Not like that. So I put in the Manillan as the plate replacement on my armors because it's, you know, like the newest, hardest metal I can get at the moment. It did drop both. So, Virtual, maybe you can explain this to me. What is the difference between the two armor values? The toughness and the actual, or was the armor on the left and the toughness on the right? Right? Something like that. It's over there. Oh, I was looking right at it. Because I did the Manillan plates, and it reduced both the armor and the toughness value of each of these pieces. More significantly so the toughness, which is the right, I believe. Right? It reduced the right value more, which I think is toughness. Drains faster than durability. Oh, that was the other thing I should have done. I should have put redstone on this. I forgot about that. Oh well. Too late now. Does it drain? I mean, toughness drains faster. I don't think that's related to the toughness or the armor, because that's just a trade-off in the durability stat with everything else. But there's the there's the defense value, and then there's the toughness value, and then there's a durability value. The durability being how many tight hits it can take without busting in some manner or another. And then the defense and the toughness both somehow reduce your damage taken, but I don't know what the difference is between the two of them. But I suppose it's not the most relevant either. Okay, we got food, we got water, we got a fully renewed chest piece, we've got our nourished and our strength all up there. Armors are topped off. We've got lifesteal bow, lifesteal sword. I'm not going to need the axe, but I don't think there's a reason not to have it there either. So, presuming Ender Dragon in SevTech works similarly to vanilla, I gotta go in, shoot the bits on the towers to stop the regen, and then just plunk away at it until she's dead. I think that's everything. Can't think of anything else. Okay, here we go. Okay. You're not the only one who can fly. Take that. Ooh. Oh shit, I'm invincible, aren't I? Fuck me. Alright. Commands out. Right, can you just hold that thought just for a minute? Just give me. Yes, thank you. Alright. Cheats. So it was effect name clear. Right. Clear. Okay. There's my regular buffs. All right. Whoop. Real quick, like. Oops. Okay, yes. We're good. Taking damage like a regular person. Just the regular amount of modded cheating. The appropriate amount. Oh, I should have brought bottles for the Dragon's Breath. I can always resummon it, right? Probably. Yeah. Where is your hitbox? Alright, come here. Come here. Ow. What am I doing? I can't shoot them. Did I put my jet? What happened to my pumpkin? Did I leave my pumpkin in the chest by accident? Did I accidentally deposit that? Oh yeah, there's a bazillion levels here. Okay, so... Oh, that was the other thing I forgot to do. I forgot to make sure that the spawn chunk was safe. What? Oh, what? And my pick has Silk Touch, so I can do that. But maybe? Maybe not. What? Where are you going? What the hell? Oh, there it is. Is it not hitting with Silco Touch? I thought that was the whole deal. I don't know. Oh, is that where I have to like put a torch one block under and then break the block and have it fall onto the torch? No? I don't know what the hell it is. Okay. Well, it's not gonna like despawn or anything, right? Oh, let's piss off all the Endermen. Okay, and so this will take me to one of the outer Ender island zone things, and this will take me back to spawn. Overworld spawn. right? It won't be spawned. So this is the only... Oh, it won't despawn. Okay. Whew. Scared me there. Put a hopper 2 blocks underneath it and then let it drop into the hopper with a chest into the hopper. Alright, I don't have any of that on me. But if it's not going to despawn, that's fine. Yeah. Or I could go see if I can find like some iron in a end island, I suppose. Ooh, what is this? Ender biotite? Okay. What do you do? You turn into Ender biotite. Of course. What else would you do? Weather sensor, redstone randomizer. Oh, the elite crafting table. Alright. Oh, ender chests. Ooh. You say with an obsidian chest, which is just obsidian around a chest. That's remarkably easy. Alright, what else we got? Yeah, so the saying that one would bring me to a further end island, and that one brings me to the overworld, right? What is this? Eroded end stone. Just decorative. Looks like it. Okay. I mean, kind of looks neat, right? Yeah, that's neat. Okay. That's new. Permanently used to craft various forms of cordage. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Yeah, so there's this one. I thought this was the one that like will take you out to some island out in the wherever. And then there's this one, which I thought took you back to your either your bed or your spawn overworld spawn or something. But I'm not 100% positive. And this one... do you have to throw an ender eye into it to activate it? I think. I have one. I'd have to make one. What's there with air charms? Oh, there's some old school. Oopsies. And stone itself is a one of the materials that I can use for Tinker's stuff, I believe. Just the regular end stone. Or maybe not. By the way. Hmm. Okay. Well, all right. Let's take a look-see. And hopefully I don't have some sort of something and my flight just cuts out. Hornblende Idolium. Decorative. Decorative. Alright, now it's going this way. So I suppose one of the benefits of doing this way rather than with an elytra is that I don't have to worry about accidentally straying too low because the creative flight maintains consistent height unless I'm giving it a specific up or down input. So that's handy. Since you can lose your sense of height when there's nothing around you. I got a bunch of chorus fruit. Oh, we got nice fruit now. Corrupted. Once you phase through walls for a few seconds? Okay. Potion of levitation. Ender alloy enhanced. Potion of levitation. Popped chorus fruits. Can make purpur blocks and end rods. Liquid chorus. Crystallized chorus. Liquid chorus can make block of crystallized chorus. Can make crystallized chorus bricks. Holy shit, this is layers. Chunks. Logic director. For an omnidirectional connector, which is used to make more omnidirectional connectors? Question mark? Okay. All right. Shit. Okay, if I Alright. That should keep me safe while I do my second to last laundry shuffle. Be right back.
I had a way then, losing it all on my own. I had a heart then, but the queen has been overthrown. And I'm not sleeping now. The dark is too hard to beat. And I'm not keeping now the strength I need to push me. You show the lights that stop me, turn to stone. You shine me when I'm alone. And so I tell myself that I'll be strong. And dreaming when they're gone, 'cause they're calling, calling, calling me home. Calling, calling, calling home. You show the lights that stop me, turn to stone. You shine me when I'm alone.
An iron rod. But why? Yeah, I got the dragon head when I was accidentally not undoing anything. Because I'm super good at this. Pillar. Nice. Found you. Oh god, there's more of you. Oh god, I'm falling. Need to run dry. So that makes us a little, you know. Oh. Knock knock. Makes us a little sad when am I invincible again? Or did I just regen with food? I was saying, when you can explore these places. Yeah, the shulker boxes. Yeah. Yeah, I am familiar with some of the post-game stuff because I watch Filza streams and videos. I just haven't done it myself before. Okay, I saw my health move. Let's go. So, stop it. Bah. Yeah, no, so it's all good. It's all good, man. Appreciate you looking out for me. Yeah, it's like, cause I can explore these fancy big old towers and everything, but there's not gonna be any treasure in them. That's a bit of a shame. Like, I don't know what he would what else he would have done about that situation. Being Dark Hosto and when he's making the mod. But yeah, it's just a little unfortunate that you wind up with all these like dungeons and whatnot, and there's just no reward in it for you. What? That. Where the... I was coming from inside? Oh, found you. And off I go. Yeah, there are. But SevTech disables almost every like dungeon treasure chest from having any loot. I've basically seen no dungeon or tower or whatever treasure chest that has actually had anything in it before. Which is sad. But still an ender chest. That's good, right? I'm not gonna bother with a regular chest right here. Yeah, and I mean I get it because it's a balance thing. You're just trying to avoid you being able to get like OP loot. Wow, there's another one right there. In like age 1 because you or age whatever because you found a dungeon and it happened to have a diamond sword or whatever. So I understand it. It's just a little like, oh. Yeah, when I eventually do this place in vanilla hardcore, this is going to feel a lot more intense when I just don't have perpetual creative free flight whenever I want. I'll get back here. Nailed it. First try. I wonder how much you think I can get away with. Okay, this is where I would want to have a yeah. Coming down. Coming down. Ow. Where the hell are all of you? Yeah, I gotta go home and come back for it. Where was that chest that I dismissed? That was the other one, right? This is a good bow. Not there. Where was it? It was where I got the ender chest from. There's one of these. It's like on a shelf, like around here or something like that. Okay, probably not this one. There it is. Okay. Boop. That. Oh, I don't have the wood for a crafting table. I thought I was so smart, but I was the fool all along. Okay, so we gotta go back. Let's see what else I can ditch for getting some of this material that I spent the time shearing. Fibers, we can get rid of those. Banner, let's get rid of cement stone. That's plentiful. Is that all of it? Can I drop any more anywhere? I think that's all of it. And one of the sets isn't even complete, so probably. Alright. Then I should definitely be... So this is... Oh, it's 0, 0. Okay. Easy enough. Or no. That's home portal. And location is 0, 0. Y whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. You ever watch Dexter? It's from the... This is the theme. It was a great show with a very, very terrible ending. Well, not very, very, but it was a disappointing ending, I suppose. It was more of a better way to phrase it.
King Daniel, the realm is under attack.
My God, the day has finally come.
It is time to release the Kraken!
In the distance, across the gates. Rising, fade away, let the blood red sun. Ways below, way below.
We must now unleash the monster. May God forgive us.
Release the Kraken.
Hey guys,
You better release the Kraken.
I'm the Kraken. Does anyone have any other vases?
Out on the battlefield, the armies collide.
Across the land, across the land.
The time is now. Go forth, Kraken. Leave nothing but corpses.
Release the Kraken.
I'm in a song. Who wants sandwiches?
See, player, you mean take care, it has reached a higher level now, can read our thoughts. There we are part of the game. Like this player, played well, did not give up. Reading our thoughts as though they were words on a screen. That is how it chooses to imagine many things when it is deep within the dream of a game. Words make a wonderful interface, very flexible, and less terrifying than staring at the reality behind the screen. They used to hear voices before players could read, back in the days when those who did not play called players witches and warlocks, and players dreamed that they flew through the air on sticks powered by demons. What did this player dream? This player dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and water. It dreamed and it created and it dreamed and it destroyed. It dreamed and it hunted and it was hunted. It dreamed of shelter. The original interface, 1,000,000 years old and it still works. But what true structure did this player create in the reality behind the screen? It worked with 1,000,000 others to sculpt a true world and fold out the book and created for me in the. It cannot read that thought. No, it has not yet achieved the highest level that it must achieve in the long dream of life, not the short dream of a game. Does it know that we love it, that the universe is kind? Sometimes, through the noise of its thought, it hears the universe, yes. But there are times it is sad. In the long dream, it creates worlds that have no summer, and it shivers under a black sun, and it takes the sad creation for reality. To cure it of sorrow would destroy it. The sorrow is part of its own private task. We cannot interfere. Sometimes when they are deep in dreams, I want to tell them that they are building true worlds in reality. Sometimes I want to tell them of their importance to the universe. Sometimes, when they have not made a true connection in a while, I want to help them to may speak to the world they fear. It reads our thoughts. Sometimes I do not care. Sometimes I wish to tell them the world you take for truth is merely and I wish to tell them that they are and they see so little of our reality that in a long dream, and yet they play the game. But it would be so easy to tell them. Too strong for this dream. To tell them how to live is to prevent them living. I will not tell the player how to live. The player is growing restless. I will tell the player a story, but not the truth. No, a story that contains the truth safely, in a cage of words, not the naked truth that can burn over any distance. Give it a body again. Yes, player. Use its name. Fenrir OE, player of games. Good. Take a breath now. Take another. Feel air in your lungs. Let your limbs return. Yes, move your fingers. Have a body again. And under gravity, in air. Respawn in the long dream. There you are, your body touching the universe again at every point, as though you were separate things, as though we were separate things. Who are we? Once we were called the spirits of the mountain, Father Sun, Mother Moon, ancestral spirits, animal spirits, jinn, ghosts, the green man, then gods, demons, angels, poltergeists, aliens, extraterrestrials, leptons, quarks. The words change. We do not change. We are the universe. We are everything you think isn't you. You are looking at us now through your skin and your eyes. And why does the universe touch your skin and light on you? To see you, player. To know you, and be known. I shall tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a player. That player was you, Fenrir. Sometimes it thought itself human, and on the thin crust of spinning globe of molten rock. The ball of molten rock circled a bar of blazing glass that was 330,000 times more massive than it. They were so far apart that the light took 8 minutes to cross the gap. The light was information from a star, and it could burn your skin from 150 million kilometers away. Sometimes the player dreamed it was minor, on the surface of a world that was flat and infinite. The sun was a square of white. The days were short. There was much to do, and the death was temporary inconvenience. No, it's not. Sometimes the player dreamed it was lost in a story. Sometimes the player dreamed it was other things, in other places. Sometimes these dreams were disturbing, sometimes very beautiful indeed. Sometimes the player worked from one dream into another, and then woke from that into a third. Sometimes the player dreamed it watched words on a screen. Let's go back. The atoms of the player were scattered in the grass, in the rivers, in the air, in the ground. A woman gathered the atoms. She drank and ate and inhaled, and the woman assembled the player in her body. And the player awoke from the warm, dark world of its mother's body into the long dream. And the player was a new story, never told before, written in the layers of DNA. And the player was a new program, never run before, generated by the source code of a billion years old. And the player was a new human, never alive before, made for nothing but milk and love. You are the player, the story, the program, the human, made from nothing but milk and love. Let's go further back. The 7 billion atoms of the player's body were created long before this game, in the heart of a star. So the player too is information from a star, and the player moves through the story, which is a forest of information planted by a man called Julian on a flat infinite world created by a man called Marcus, that exists inside of a small private world created by the player and who has the universe. Created by Shush. Sometimes the player created a small private world that was soft and warm and simple, sometimes hard and cold and complicated. Sometimes it built a model of a universe in its head, flecks of energy moving through the vast empty spaces. Sometimes it called these flecks electrons and protons. Sometimes it called them planets and stars. Sometimes it believed it was in a universe that was made of energy, was made of offs and ons, zeros and ones, lines of code. Sometimes it believed it was playing a game. Sometimes it believed it was reading words on a screen. You are the player reading words. Shush. Sometimes the player reads line of code on a screen, decoded them into words, decoded words into meaning, decoded meaning into feelings, emotions, theories, ideas. The player started to breathe faster and deeper and realized it was alive. It was alive. Those thousands of deaths had not been real. The player was alive. You are alive. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the sunlight that came through the shuddering leaves of summer trees. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the light that fell of the crisp night sky of winter, where the fleck of light in the corner of the player's eye might star 1,000,000 times as massive as the sun, boiling its planets to the plasma in order to be visible for a moment to the player, walking home at far side of the universe, suddenly smelling food, almost at the familiar door, almost to dream again. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the zeros and ones, through the electricity of the world, through the scrolling words on a screen at the end of a dream. And the universe said, I love you. And the universe said, you have played the game well. And the universe said, everything you need is within you. And the universe said, you are stronger than you know. And the universe said, you are the daylight. And the universe said, you are the night. And the universe said, darkness was you fight within you. And the universe said, the light you seek is within you. And the universe said, you are not alone. And the universe said, you are not separate from every other thing. And the universe said, you are the universe, tasting itself, talking to itself, reading its own code. And the universe said, I love you, because you are love. And the game was over, and the player woke from the dream. And the player began a new dream, and the player dreamed again, dreamed better. And the player was the universe, and the player was love. You are the player. Wake up. Deep lore. Okay. I don't have time for credits. Alrighty. I have done a dragon course, in the end, use a fruit to create an enhanced ender alloy. Craft the ender crafter, the ender alternator for advanced crafting. Defeat the dragon to mine the biotite in the end to use in an ender alloy creation. Locate the materials needed to create the engineering logic and silica processes to allow for applied energy system and provide storage networks. So I didn't shoot. That's a problem. So my theory was that the Skystone meteors must appear in the end, because I haven't seen any in the overworld. I have so much storage now with the freaking shulker boxes and the black backpack. Good lord. Okay, so but poop. So I didn't see any Skystone meteors in the end. But I was really thinking that that was going to be what the deal is. And there wasn't any presses inside the chests in the fortresses or the ship either. So where do these come from? So the world didn't regenerate again after I defeated the Ender Dragon. It wasn't even attached to an Achievo or progression. The only one was in entering the end dimension. Confused. I suppose I just go back and keep exploring and maybe... Jeez. Alright, well, what's in here? The Kindled. So with all the space I have and the ability to carry shulkers, I'm not sure if I have a terribly compelling... use for... ender chests. So that's just another decorative. Okay. What the? Oh, what was I thinking? I didn't need to go back. I had tons of freaking space for stuff. Oh, shulker boxes can't go in there. And your chest can, though. Shulker pearls, pearl blocks, monolith of experience, monolith of spawning, pearl ender hopper,
Hello. Welcome to what I pray is the final episode.
controller.
Don't clap for their asses. Today our topic, like always, is games with simple plots. Hi, I'm Sora.
Dragon scale drops from ender dragons. Thanks. Thanks. You know, very,
Your name in the simple plot.
very helpful. Arcane scroll sweeping edge better with mods. Tome of
I'm Miss Pac-Man.
per.
I'm Pac-Man with a bow. Okay, Sora, did you see how it's done? With the plot of your game, real simple. Just like
Perdicia.
cue the music. Cue the music.
Okay.
Washes up on the shore, completely unaware of what the heck is in store. Then Destiny Island blows up from the roar of the heartless little evil
What?
running all fours.
Going places.
I'll tell you later, buddy. I'm already off to the races. Traverse Town with Goofy and Donald Duck from the Disney movies. Yes. What exactly the fuck? I'm a key.
Enhanced ender alloy.
Restoring all the tranquility.
This is not making sense.
Oh, got arc furnace things. Okay. So I actually got to build an arc furnace. I mean, I guess I'm not terribly surprised. And then there's purple end rods and a shulker shell to create advanced ender alloy. Advanced ender alloy. Also in an arc furnace. Void pickaxe. Destroyed blocks drop nothing, not even inventory contents. Also works creative. All at efficiency 5 for instant mining most blocks in the fast mode. Toggle will change between normal and fast mode. We'll change the nether portal teleportation scale factor. If you right click it while standing in a portal. Change the scaling factors. First select the item in your hotbar. Look at the direction of axis you want to change and press and hold Alt Shift and use a mouse wheel or Alt Shift toggle mode. Also light up and shut down portals. Right click on portal. Teleportation scale factor. So how far it goes? One slot can hold a large amount of items. Middle click the slots in creative mode to filter clear slot. One item in cursor grows stack size by 10. Living matter manipulator can store and release mobs. Handy bag opens when you open your regular inventory and have enabled handy bag in your inventory. First bag found will be used. Sneak while opening the inventory to open the regular inventory instead. Restock, pickup, locked state, public, private. Okay. Energy bridge, transmitter receiver, ender shovel. Add efficiency 5 for instant mining of common blocks in the fast mode. Fast mode uses 2 durability per mine block. Tool will never break completely. Repair an anvil with an advanced ender alloy and 15 levels. Right click to place blocks from adjacent slot. Toggle key, toggle between normal fast mode. Cycle the drops handling mode. Items drop normally, LBs inserted directly in the player's inventory if possible. Teleported to the selected link crystal destination if possible. Player's mode requires basic ender core. Mode requires either an active enhanced ender core or an active advanced ender core. Same kind of deals. Okay. Teleport the player or another entity inside the same dimension. Hold right click until charged, then release. Use link crystals to store locations. Use inner capacitor for power. Advanced memory card. Wand of the Lazy Builder can build blocks with the player for the player's or linked external inventory. Holy shit, that's a lot of text. Compressor will process ingots to their compressed equivalents. Most essential machine in Galacticraft. So one good thing potentially to do would be to find myself a path neat crafting table. Is this the creative ingot? So what's that? Materials needed to create the create the presses. Okay, so it probably is that then. That using Pneumaticraft to convert purple, pearl, and biotite into these. So that's platform, IO, export, import, and drill. Export, import, drill. IO, export, import, drill. All right. Why can't I bookmark this? Is it because they're the same name? Oh, is it the same? Okay, same thing twice over. All right, it's just one is configured one way and one's configured the other. And then assembly drill is different. And, assembly program drill. And an assembly controller. It's a compressed iron. Explosion crafting. So I can explosion crafting it, or potentially do pressure chamber. So, block is used to create a pressure chamber. Create a hollow 3x3, 4x4, 5x5, or 5x5 structure with at least one pressure chamber valve in a face. Pressure chamber walls and pressure chamber glass can be used interchangeably. For detailed info, install IGW mod or Patchouli. Okay, let's Pneumatica. You got a book? Because you seem pretty intense. This might be a challenge to get through without looking up on a wiki. Okay, so what's the starting point? First air, plastic. In a plastic mixer. Melt down plastic into liquid plastic or solidify liquid plastic into plastic using red, green, and blue dye. And any color plastic can be crafted. Just supply the dyes and then click on the desired color plastic in the item selection tab. Note that white plastic doesn't require any dye. Alright. Bye-bye. Stabilized metal. Iron and refined hardener, which is raw hardener, which is obsidian and platinum. Divine shield won't occupy any sides. Steve's carts. Hardened mesh. Stabilized metal. That's used. Holy shit. Okay, so I need an Amazon tablet, I guess. Order item fluids similar to villager trade, except item fluids are picked up and delivered via drones, which is made more awesome than villagers. The pickup drop-off location must be specified by right-clicking an inventory and or tank with the tablet. Okay, gray plastic goes into a specifically gray plastic. Oh. Turning compressed air to this. Insert any solid fuel item that can burn into furnace in the fuel slot. Fuel buckets will not work. Use a liquid compressor for burning liquid fuels. Pump. Compressor. Cannon. Pressure chamber. Compressed iron. Charging station, elevator base, elevator frame, programmable controller, vortex tube, heat sink, plastic mixer, minigun ammos, drones, magnetic wrench, programming puzzles, PCB, remote, seismic sensor. What does seismic sensor do? Track oil deposits. Upon right click, it will show whether or not oil was found directly under where the sensor was clicked on. Configure logistics frames and transfer gadgets. Sneak right click to remove. Or network data storage, API, machine. Transfer transistor, PC blueprint. Provide fall protection step assist and when upgraded pack quite a kick. Some useful movement boost when upgraded. Can storage a large quantity of air and when upgraded is capable of supplying air to other pneumatic armor pieces as well as any carried pneumatic items. The right upgrades can also protect from fire and lava and track nearby items. Upgraded with a charging station. Upgraded will serve as used with Iron Man-like tools like entity tracking and block tracking. Oh boy. Alright, so this appears to be the way to go. Okay, so create a compressed iron ingot. So a block of iron and a metal press mold packing. Two by two. Five steel plate and one engineer wire cutter. There's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. this is the platinum iron plates. There's that. Those. That off. That off. Those. 2x2 packing. Is in your way you grow up? You be the savior of the people rising down. He said, well, you give them your demons. You feel well, believers. Only in pain. Because well, they from you. Craft a plastic mixer. Plastic mixer. Any block glass and one more compressed iron that I have, of course. Melt down plastic into liquid plastic or solidify liquid plastic into plastic. Blues red, green, blue dye. Any color of plastic can be crafted. Just apply these dyes. Click on desired color of plastic in the item selection tab. Note that white plastic doesn't require any dye. Okay. So pressure chamber walls. That's a lot of compressed iron. Okay, well, my alarm just went off, so the laundry should be done, and time for sleeps. It does not feel like we got very far, but I understand this is the age where things start to crawl significantly more so. So this might actually be pretty good progress for one day. I'm not really sure anymore. But it looks like we have to get into this pneumatic craft in order to be able to get a pneumatic craft set up and make these presses. And then after that, I'm thinking circle back and get a AE2 storage setup up and running, and that'll help things, and we can start pushing things along more conveniently when we can start hooking up crafting systems into AE2, presuming I understand how all that works, which I kind of do. There's going to be some trial and error involved, I'm pretty sure. And then somewhere in there we get into the ender alloys and start working our way towards rocket ship. And then off to the moon and the next stage. And then who knows? Find a giant weedwood tree. I feel like I've done that before. All the rings. Dual silver furnace. I didn't do like any of the... So little of this has been done. Decent amount of this. What was this? Make it past the Thornlands to unlock the door of the Titania Castle. What could even be in the castle? The fiery tool. Better armor. All of the food exclusive to Twilight Forest. That was one short. Defeat the sapper in the medium hill. Whew. Okay. What's the advanced prospector like, by the way? I keep doing that. Advanced prospector. Blaze rods, redstone, and glass. That's not too bad, actually. Oh. Gimme. Gimme your loots. Come on. Yeah. Oh. What is this now? Shining casing. So it's just that I never chased them? That's all it was? A lucent scroll. Strange constellation has drawn the scroll. Discovering it should provide additional clues. The Quibi. What do it look like? Haggle and then an old haggle. Is it gonna look different than the other stars? Is this like no? Oh. No, I don't think that's right. Because it looks like that. Oh, no, because it's like it would be straight up. So that's a backwards angle. So I don't think that's it.
Hello, friends. My name is Queen. What has no one? Don't worry, I'm totally not one of those evil queens. You've read
Nope.
about in fairy tales or seen in the movies, and there's no reason at all to be suspicious of.
Why, it's actually very suspicious that you're leading with this.
I'm so relevant. I haven't seen what we
No.
no ulterior motive, just wanna help where I can. I wanna shower you with gifts, 'cause you come with sense. So there's no reason at all to be suspicious of. We whatever wanna be. At least keep a queen.
Really, because I'm getting super evil vibes here.
Benny, do you like spaceships?
Oh, it's not even the right phase. Anyways, so yeah. Oh boy.
You can build the spaceship of your dreams on your very own planet with your own spaceship building.
I forgot to go back for the dragon egg.
Come on, do not fall for that.
Style, haven't you heard? There's no reason at all to
I know she keeps saying that, but she's clearly an evil.
All right. Good. Goodbye.